We continue from the previous episode, as the scene shifts to the secluded hidden G family estate. At the gates, two guards are chatting idly. Hey, did you hear? Lady Chuiwei returned, and this time, it sounds like she brought news of the prime ancestor. I wonder if it's true, one asked, brow raised in curiosity. The other stretched his arms and said, from the way things look, 80, maybe 90% of it's probably true. The elders wouldn't be acting like this otherwise. He lowered his voice, almost reverent. The ancestor, he was the human ancestor, made great contributions to the upper realm. If he were still around, the G family would have already reclaimed its former glory. The first guard folded his arms, nodding. That's right. Back then, the ancestor was hailed as the most gifted genius in the upper realm after the Forbidden Era. He wasn't one bit less remarkable than Gu Changge is now. With a grin, he added, just look at today's so-called powerhouses. They can't even handle the eternal overcast. If the human ancestor were still here, he'd sweep through it like dust. But before his laughter could finish, a vast shadow loomed over the estate gates. He shouted, someone's coming. The two guards quickly stood at attention. Who are you? One of them squinted at the flying vessel in the sky, then froze. That's Miss Qingxian. Ji Qingxian stood at the bow, calm and regal. She gave a swift order. Go inform the family head. Tell him young Master Chong has arrived. Just then, her sister Su Changge stepped forward with a subtle smile. So this is where my little sister has been living all this time. My first time visiting. The soul within her burst into mocking laughter. Ha ha ha, you can't beat her. Your little sister sure knows how to play the game better than you. Meanwhile, the real Qingxian remained silent, her thoughts sharp. G family. I didn't expect to return so soon. But I'm not the insignificant pawn you once shaped and squeezed. Up above, Gu Changge glanced down from the vessel, voice calm and distant. The prime ancestor of the G family isn't dead, just trapped somewhere out there. Seems like something major has come to light. I remember. His name was something like Ji Shangchu, or perhaps the former human ancestor. If we're talking about seniority, even Zhang Yang would be his junior. The Ji family's ambitions run deep. They might even join forces with the upper realm sects to rescue their ancestor. And if he returns, my plan to take control of the Ji family will be ruined. He then smiled darkly. Then it's for the best that he's truly dead. The Ji family head stepped forward to greet him. What an honor it is for us to welcome you to our humble abode, young Master Chong, he said, bowing respectfully. Chong nodded slightly in response. Family head Ji. Qingxian moved to greet her uncle, but he cut her off sharply. Qingxian, you too? Young Master Chong is visiting our clan, and you didn't think to inform your uncle in advance? You've left me with no time to prepare. Gu Chang spoke with a calm smile. I'm actually here to accompany Su Changge. I brought her up from the lower realm. She's been separated from her mother since childhood. It's been over 20 years, and they've never once met. Since I had some time, I thought I'd bring her to see her mother. I'm sure you've all heard about Su Changge and Ji Qingshuan's relationship. The family head raised his brows slightly. So that's how it is. This Miss Changge is Qingshuan's older sister. He stepped closer, looking between them with interest. Wow, you two really do look alike. Practically cut from the same mold. Qingxian gave a small bow. Uncle. He smiled, pleased. Just like Qingxian, both of you are naturally gifted beauties. Qingxian, watching him, thought to herself. With that attitude, it's like I'm meeting him for the first time. Gu Chang then asked, Family head, I wonder, could you take us to see her now? He responded quickly, Of course, young Master Chong. I'll take you there right away. Qingxian smiled softly. The things I struggled and schemed so hard to achieve, for the young master, they're just a single sentence. How could I not love him? We see some onlookers whispering among themselves. Look, that's young Master Chong. The one who conquered the 8 wastelands and 10 domains. The number 1 in the upper realm. A lady holding her cheek gasped softly. I never thought in my lifetime I'd be this close to someone like him. I wonder if I'll ever have a chance. Her friend scoffed. You've got some nerve, huh? The empress of the unrivaled celestial dynasty just ascended the throne. You planning to send yourself to her guillotine? Nearby, a purple-haired young woman frowned, clearly uneasy. Why is he here? Just to see Aunt Ji Shui? No, I need to tell my brother. We cut to the young master of the Ji family, Ji Yaoxing, deep in cultivation. He smiled faintly to himself. Great. At this pace, breaking through to Quasi-Supreme is just around the corner. Suddenly, someone burst through the doors. Elder brother. It was the purple-haired young woman, Chuiwe, calling out in a panic. Gu Gu. Ji Yaoxing tried to steady her. Chuiwe, how many times have I told you? You're a princess of the Ji family. Stay calm in the face of any situation. Maintain your dignity. But Chuiwe pushed forward. Brother, Gu Changge is here. His expression changed instantly, and he stumbled as he fell to the ground. Chuiwe, now calmer, said firmly. Brother, do you really think Gu Changge came all this way just for Ji Qingshuan's mother? My instincts tell me it's not that simple. Ji Yaoxing narrowed his eyes and thought. Hard to say. Gu Changge is cunning and ruthless. He doesn't leave loose ends. This won't be simple. Lowering his gaze, he added, Our current priority is to rescue the ancestor trapped in Kuan Mountain. As for Gu Changge, if it can be avoided, it's better not to get involved. He paused for a moment, then warned, And about that person, don't make any contact with him for now. Back then, to avoid offending Gu Changge, I threw him out. And look at you now, you're still getting involved with him. Chuiwe hesitated. Are you talking about Jiangqin? So you already knew, brother. She blushed slightly, but I think he's still pretty good. He's even the successor of a divine source master. If it weren't for him, I might not have heard the prime ancestors calling at the edge of Kuan Mountain. She stepped forward and gently held Ji Yaoxing's hand. Besides, every time we meet, we're very careful. He's always in disguise. If it weren't for you exposing him last time, Gu Changge wouldn't have discovered him so easily. Yaoxing's gaze hardened. Don't forget, Jiangqin sees Gu Changge as an enemy. And you, as the Ji family's princess, must consider the bigger picture. What can befriending Jiangqin really bring you, or the family? And what might happen to the family if we offend Gu Changge? I hope you'll think wisely. She smiled playfully. I know. He warned her again, voice low. You can use Jiangqin if you must, but don't treat him as a friend. That man has a dangerous air about him, a twisted sense of evil. The scene shifts. Qingshuan's mother trembles, eyes brimming with tears. Are you my Changge? Changge gently took her hand, voice soft. It's me, mother. The blue soul residing within Changge murmured coldly. Even your own mother can't tell you and your sister apart? I can't decide if that's a blessing or a tragedy. Changge replied quietly. What does it matter? Just being able to see my mother in this lifetime, that alone is a blessing. Her mother pulled her into an embrace, crying openly. My Changge, it's your mother who has wronged you. These past 20 years, they must have been so hard for you. Nearby, the Ji family head standing beside Gu Changge wiped his tears. As he wiped his eyes, the Ji family head said, It's truly a touching reunion. The three of them, mother and daughters, have had a really hard time all these years. Gu Changge watched, amused. Is this old thing a professional actor? All those years of suffering, weren't they your doing to begin with? He spoke calmly. On the way here, I heard that your family's prime ancestor, Senior Ji Shangchu, has been trapped somewhere. Is that rumors true? The Ji family head's expression shifted slightly. How did this news spread so quickly? He quickly composed himself. To be honest, we only learned of this ourselves not long ago. The ancestor is currently trapped within the perilous Kuan Mountain. Now the Ji family is considering joining forces with some external sects to rescue him. Gu Changge brought a hand to his chin. Kuan Mountain, the legendary Immortal King Mountain. They say an immortal king once fell there, and the lingering aura and pressure turned the surrounding 100 miles into a lifeless forbidden zone. Then, with a slight bow, he said, Senior Shangchu made great contributions to the upper realm, protecting countless lives. His name is respected far and wide. Changge holds him in deep regard. If the Ji family intends to rescue him, please inform me. I'm willing to offer whatever modest help I can. Ji Hao blinked, surprised. Young master, are you serious about this? Gu Changge turned away slightly, his voice cool. Besides, he is Qingge's ancestor. Both morally and emotionally, I should lend a hand. Ji Hao watched him carefully. To think someone like him could be so gentle, so protective toward women? A slow grin crept onto his face. Then to be absolutely safe, just hand Ji Qingxian over to him too. Trading two girls for the everlasting prosperity of the Ji family? That's a great deal. The scene shifts. We arrive at the dark, mist-covered city at the edge of Kuan Mountain, dark Kuan city. Countless ships drift silently overhead as voices begin to murmur in the haze. Did you hear the news? The ancestor of the hidden G family, Gu Changge, is still alive. He's trapped right here in Kuan Mountain. The other man looked stunned. That was the human ancestor from how many years ago? No wonder so many factions have been gathering here lately. Another chimed in. I don't think it'll be long before all the immortal sects and supreme orthodox schools from the upper realm assemble here. But since ancient times, countless cultivators have tried to seek the immortal king's chance in Kuan Mountain, only to be ground to dust by its seals. I doubt this time will end any differently. Someone added with a lowered voice. You probably don't know. I heard young Master Changge is getting involved this time. A few heads turned at that. Young Master Changge? Since when did he get so close to the G family? The man with his arms folded spoke with conviction. I heard young Master Chong has great respect for Gu Changge. He believes that rescuing him would bring immense merit to the current upper realm. Another man muttered darkly. But if two human ancestors exist at the same time, how could the upper realm remain at peace? Suddenly, the man with braided hair pointed to the sky. Look, those are people from the ch.258 Heavenly Gate. The half-bald guy squinted. They've got a deep grudge against the G family. Are they here to stir up trouble? The scene shifts to the interior of the ch.258 Heavenly Gate's ship. A servant asked nervously, Master, are we really still going through with revenge at Kuan Mountain? The well-built man exploded. Revenge, my ass. Didn't you hear them say Gu Changge's getting involved? You want to get your head chopped off instead? Back outside, the man with braided hair pointed again. Look, that's the ship of the Hidden clan. And over there, that's the six-crowned king of the true immortal academy. And the heavenly phoenix maiden. The half-bald guy gasped. Brother Lu, you're amazing. You actually know so many big names. The braided hair guy smirked. I saw them once when we followed Master to attack Sky Deer City. But then he fell silent, his eyes wide, face pale. The half-bald guy blinked. Brother Lu? Then Lu pointed ahead, eyes sharp. That's Gu Changge's younger sister, Gu Changge. Well, the half-bald guy blinked in shock. It's her. His eyes lit up with a wild idea. If we could catch her eye, become Gu Changge's brother-in-law. Lu rolled his eyes, lazily twirling a strand of his hair. You wouldn't have enough lives to survive that. Too bad young Master Chong doesn't like men, or I'd go seduce him myself. Meanwhile, Changge walked forward in silence, lost in thought. Gu Changge wants to help the G family. She rolled her eyes. Could he really be that kind-hearted? If you enjoyed the episode, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss what happens next. Bye.